The entire Fever payroll is $1.2 million.
Less.
That is less than the minimum salary for a single NBA player with a year's experience.
Let me just put it into context a little bit because it does seem terribly unfair, right? The salary amount.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark, the college basketball star and top draft pick, signed a deal with the Indiana Fever for $76,000.
Caitlin Clark's WNBA salary is sparking major debate.
With the first pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
Excitement hitting a fever pitch as basketball superstar Caitlin Clark officially launches her WNBA career.
I've dreamed of this moment since I was in second grade, and it's taken a lot of hard work, a lot of ups and downs, but...
Here's the surprising part. The Fever's entire team payroll is just $1.2 million, less than what a single NBA player with 1 year of experience earned.
Clark, we got to start with her. No question goes #1 last night. But for her rookie season, she's only making $76,000. I say only, but that's just in comparison to other NBA players and WNBA players. What does that say about the pay gap in women's sports?
Stephanie, it says that the nation is now going to wake up to the inequality in terms of pay, and it will change. The media rights deal for the WNBA is up. There will be negotiations, and Caitlin Clark will change that as well.
In a recent WNBA playoff game, Caitlin Clark was accidentally poked in the eye by Dijonai Carrington, sparking a lot of conversation. It reminded me of a life-changing event I had in 2016. I was driving to meet friends for a reunion when a distracted driver ran a red light and crashed into me. My car was totaled, and I needed multiple knee surgeries. It taught me firsthand how insurance companies often try to pay you less than what you deserve.
This is all about capitalism. I mean, for a generation, people have ignored the WNBA. They haven't bought tickets, they haven't watched, they haven't bought the products they're seeing on the commercials, and everything changes. I think the eyeballs on this number, $76,000. Now, again, she's making much more than that. Her endorsements are into the millions. There's also a chance of having $250,000 contract or addition for marketing the WNBA. I'm sure she'll get that as well.
ESPN, part of the Disney family, has made efforts to promote women's sports, but it feels like they could do more, especially with a new broadcasting deal on the horizon. This is a chance to increase salaries across the league. To put things in perspective, the current collective bargaining agreement signed in 2020 boosted player salaries by 53%, but that only shows how far behind they were. Players once dealt with cramped travel, shared hotel rooms, and long, uncomfortable bus rides. While conditions have improved, the pay gap between the WNBA and other leagues remains significant.
She's going to be a multimillionaire, but it's shining a light on something that we should be looking at. Title IX is, of course, applying to high schools and colleges. This is about capitalism. This is about Americans spending their money in a certain way. And that's going to change because of the eyeballs, because of the TV ratings. Caitlin Clark will be, the Caitlin Clark effect, Stephanie, will be impacting that as well. And it's about time because these women obviously have been underpaid now for several decades.
NBA has been established for over 50 years and generates billions of dollars, while the WNBA, still growing, brings in millions.
In context, though, they also got better travel arrangements because they were actually putting these very tall women in coach. They were sharing hotel rooms.
Yeah.
They were riding terrible buses. So we came a long way from where we were. But the bottom line is, you know, the NBA has been in existence for 50 more years than the WNBA.
Yet, only 10% of WNBA revenue goes to player salaries, compared to 40% in the NBA. This isn't just about revenue, it's an unfair deal for the players.
To the reaction when some fans learned how much professional women's basketball players earn as a base salary compared to the men.
Yeah, Rebecca, it absolutely could. The ratings for Monday's draft rivaled 2003's. That is when LeBron was chosen by the Cavs. And look, before possible endorsements, the base salary for every WNBA rookie is just a fraction of 1% of the highest paid NBA rookie. But if millions of fans glued to the women's college basketball this year follow those players to the WNBA, there could be a whole different ballgame here.
Caitlin Clark's jersey sales broke records, selling more in 1 hour after the draft than any other player in any sport. This proves there's a strong market for women's basketball. If the league invests more in its players and marketing, it could see a major return. Clip 8. WNBA salaries remain far below what they could be, forcing many players to supplement their income by playing overseas. Critics often blame economics for the low pay, but history shows that with proper investment, like in women's soccer, the returns can be significant. ESPN could play a key role here by negotiating better broadcasting deals for the WNBA, which would help drive growth and increase player salaries.
Spot Rack, Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, Camila Cardozo, Rickea Jackson are all tied for the highest female rookie salaries, estimated to make $76,535 this year. This is slightly less than the average mean wage in America last year.
Are they doing DoorDash on the side to survive? I mean, I know you ain't buying a house.
Let's not forget Brittany Griner's situation, where she was detained in Russia because a team that was paying her $1 million a year, while her WNBA contract was only $150,000. This highlights the financial challenges that female athletes still face.
There's a lot of questions about Caitlin Clark's salary, $338,000 for a 4-year contract. I find that to be a very, very low number. What say you?
It is low, but it's built in. It's based on the past, not the future. So she'll hopefully change that structure, but that's probably what the WNBA draft picks deserve. I will say this, Stuart. I love Caitlin Clark. She's going to make hundreds of millions of dollars in endorsements. So let's not, her salary for the team is low, but she's got what? Nike, Gatorade, State Farm, you name it. She's going to be one of these premier, whether it's Tiger Woods and men, Serena Williams, women. She's going to make.
Let's dive into the buzz around Team USA and NBA star Draymond Green, especially his thoughts on Caitlin Clark. This isn't the first time he's spoken up about her situation. He previously pointed out that the Indiana Fever could really use a tough player to back up Clark, especially after seeing some cheap shots taken at her during the early part of the WNBA season. It was clear that some players were trying to physically intimidate Clark. One notable incident involved Kennedy Carter, who not only insulted Clark but also delivered a forearm hit that many dismissed as just part of the game.